Welcome to Promote Profit Publish. I'm your host, Juliet Clark, and we have a returning guest today. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope you'll stay tuned and listen to what she has to say about Go High Level. But before we get started, I want to remind you guys we are doing Platform Planning Palooza for free this year. It's on November 1st. There'll be forms, a workshop. It'll be longer than our normal training, probably be about 90 minutes. I wanted to do it because I know a lot of small businesses out there are struggling. A lot of authors are out there struggling in today's economy. So we wanted to do it for free this year, and we hope you'll join us. You can sign up for it at platformplanning.com. That's platformplanning.com. It will be November 1st, 9 a.m. That's Mountain Standard Time. So, about an hour and a half on a Friday, if you can block it off. Would love to have you there. We're going to go through the forms, review of what you did last year, what you need to do this year. There's going to be a lot to it. So, hope I see you guys there. Today's guest is Rebecca Bertoldi. And Rebecca has built her businesses on creating memorable experiences for brands that want to connect with their consumers on a level that competitors can't match. She is blessed with both a creative and tech brain, making it easy for her to bring her ideas to life. Now, what Rebecca didn't say in there is she's worked for some really big players out there, done some really tremendous work, and she knows Go High Level inside and out. And I probably could have created my own agency in Go High Level, but I chose to put mine under hers. And I did that because of her expertise and what I think she'll be able to help us with Go High Level. And I have to tell you, literally everything that I've gotten stuck on, I have an answer, a video, like something to help me through it. So I'm pretty excited. So stay tuned for Rebecca. Rebecca, welcome back.
Hi, thank you for having me again.
Again, I'm so excited. You guys, I don't know if I mentioned it last episode, but Rebecca's going to be contributing to the magazine in 2025. And I'm super excited about it because the system that we're going to share with you today, I just switched to. I was really inspired when she showed me what all it could do and how much money it could save me. So, um, talk a little bit. How did you get into Go High Level?
So honestly, a lot of times we find new things when we have a pain point that shows up. And I was using a competitor. I was using ClickFunnels, and the stuff that they were promising for the new version of ClickFunnels never came. So I was trying to use an all-in-one solution, but then I ended up having to pay $80 a month for my affiliate program. And then other like things like that. And it kept adding up. And it's not like ClickFunnels is cheap, you know.
Mhm.
So I started asking a lot of my marketing colleagues, and everyone was saying high level. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot, and I've never looked back. It's been absolutely amazing, and I've been able to combine so many different tools that I was using before into one.
That is the truth. I was using Builderall before.
Hmm.
And their documentation was horrible. I literally had to pay people to go in and build everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I find so exciting about High Level is I'm building this stuff myself and it's easy. Although I know I bug you constantly with questions. So let's talk about what's on the inside because I think that is where it's an all-in-one solution. And by the way, I have used ClickFunnels in the past. I thought it was difficult to use and I also it's super expensive. And if you're
It's
certified, isn't that like the certification $12,000 for to
crazy amounts of
it's a
money, yes.
crazy amount, which I was willing to pay with Builderall, but they stopped it in 2020. So let's start with websites. It has WordPress, correct?
You can, yes, you can host a WordPress site in there, or you can build right in their own builder. They have different options. I love having the ease of I can either build funnels, I can build websites, I can have multiple websites in the one platform. So it's a little bit different in the way you're used to seeing things where you'd have a website and you have to pay for hosting on that site. And if you had another site, it's another hosting fee. That doesn't exist here. And they do provide your SSL certificate for your sites. So
Yeah.
sometimes that is an additional fee for other ones.
Oh my gosh, we've got to talk about that because my frustration with GoDaddy is off the chart. Every
Mm.
time I got rushed with about 5,000 emails on my GoDaddy, a site that I have over there, my personal email from real estate. Years ago, I still kept the email. And of course, every time you call them with a problem, there's a new solution that's $250. And my GoDaddy bill is outrageous, and I've been really looking for a solution for that. So we need to talk about that. Um,
Yeah.
as far as the booking calendar, it has its own
Mhm.
booking calendar. So Calendly, Vcita, I'm keeping Vcita because I've had it forever, but for most people, that's $30, $40 a month, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially when you want to charge for any of your appointments, because there is a free version of Calendly. It's limited. You can have one type of appointment
Mhm.
and the tracking's not really there. So if you wanted to upgrade and actually, maybe track where your calls are being booked from, or if you wanted to charge for any of your sessions or have other options, then yeah, you'd have to upgrade and it can get pricey. So with this, you have so many features built into the calendar where you can charge for it. And then it has customized automations that you can set up. Like when somebody books an appointment, it'll then send them the reminders. And another thing I love about High Level is if you have, like in the automation section, they have what they call recipes. So you're not having to start from scratch. And it kind of shows you and gives you a better sense of how their automations work. So you can learn from them, and then it's that much easier to set up the things that you want.
It is, and I noticed you used a couple recipes when we brought stuff over. But yesterday, I created my own. I just wanted a very simple email. I wasn't doing the if not, if you don't open, go here. I don't usually do funnels that are that sophisticated. Not that I'm more relationship based. I just think that's a little
Mhm.
bit different demon. But it was so simple. I mean, it was literally
Yeah.
like, here's the email, here's the timing, here's the email, here's the timing. I think the only thing I had to ask you is how do I do a tag at the end to get it back to the main list?
Yeah.
So that was really easy. And it's not just like one or two, you guys. There is a whole page of recipes that you can go through to do. So that part
More.
is, yeah. The email platform. So again, Constant Contact, MailChimp. I mean,
Hmm.
you get up to the more subscribers you have, and that was one of the reasons we used Builderall was because of the magazine subscriptions.
Right.
With this, we don't really have limitations, do we? It's
No, I mean, and certain agencies can set limitations. Like when I bring my clients in, I'm not giving them those limits because, you can be more competitive and really match it with those other people. But that's not what I'm not looking to make millions off of my high level subscription. I am looking to empower businesses to really take control of what they have and have it all in one happy place so that they're not paying 10 different software companies. They're paying for one dashboard and that's going to track everything within that dashboard. So when we're looking at the CRM, we can do everything from like emailing individually to them as if, it's just a one-on-one, or you can do bulk emails and
Mhm.
then you can also do text marketing in your CRM. It also integrates WhatsApp and there's even more coming. So it's something that if you ever look at their roadmap of what's coming up, like I get so excited looking at that roadmap because there's so many things planned that they're already in the working on.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go into the next part. It does courses.
Yes.
And Courses even has templates because I found one of the three templates in there that I really like. So that when I'm transferring those courses over and reloading them, I have
Mhm.
something that I love the look of too. So talk a little bit about that because that gets rid
Yeah,
of Teachable and all those other
right.
things.
So it allows you to host your courses in there. You have a complete member portal. So somebody would log in and they have access to whatever they have purchased. And then you can set it up so that they can even upgrade themselves and things like that, like depending on what you have.
Mhm.
So there are great ways to utilize that. And then it does make it easy to load your content in. I know a lot of other builders, it's a bit more difficult. You're not sure where things are going to show up, but it makes it very easy. It's almost like filling out a form. You get to go in, put your information in. It tells you exactly what size the images should be for the best result and everything.
Yes, and I loved it. I did have some images. You were right. I did have some images that are weird. I went and chose some other ones. But other than that, it's been super easy to use. I'm getting ready to do the offers, and we're putting them over. I mentioned Odom, the licensing, so I am going to put them over there. What else did I miss here? Those are just the things I used. And by the way, you guys, I got rid of $260 worth of other programs doing this. And
Nice.
and
So
when we get
far.
off this call today, I just like when we get off this call, I'm showing her something else. But before you go into that, I want to talk to you guys. There's customization. You can actually
Mm.
have code written to do things as well. And I
Mhm.
did get help with one thing because I didn't want to bug Rebecca on a weekend, even though, I don't know why I always bug you anyway. But I had somebody on Fiverr go in and do some code for me. So that was really easy as well. So what else can people get rid of here? The courses Teachable is pretty pricey. I haven't used it. I had my courses on Builderall, but if you're using that, that's a couple $100 a month, I think.
Easily be a couple $100 a month. But you also have access to things like a social media scheduler. So if you're using one of
Yes.
those range from maybe like $10 a month up to like $50 a month, depending on
Yeah.
how many platforms. But you can connect all of your platforms in there and it'll show you like a planning calendar. I like to visually see all of my posts that are going out.
Mhm.
So for me, that works great. And I also use it for clients that I do social media for to go in there, and it also allows me to send it for their approval. So they'll get a notice that there's a new post for them to approve, and it won't go live until they approve it. So there's features like that.
Right.
There's also what we call reputation management. And that is making sure that people are sending those stellar reviews your way. It makes it easy to request reviews from clients, and it will also you can feed in, it has widgets like on your website, you can feed in Google and Facebook reviews, and you can even, we probably don't want to advertise this too much, but you can say only show the 4-star and up reviews and those kinds of things. So um, it's an easy way to keep that section fresh because it's going to dynamically update with new reviews that you get on those sites.
What kind of reputation is that? I suck, and I'm going to get rid of all the ones that show I suck. I don't
Kind
quite
of.
get that. Don't use that feature that way. We want to know if you're not good at what you do. Um, that you can also do ads from there too. Is that correct? Are you?
They're working on doing the ads from there. They're allowing you to track and get data on your ads in there. So
Mhm.
that's why I think that's coming next, is to actually publish through. But you can, it does allow for some analytics, but you can also attach your like Google Analytics to the site itself or to the high level itself.
Anything else I'm missing here? Because I'm just
I
diving
know
in.
we're
I'm
missing
using
something. Let's
what
see.
I
Oh,
yeah.
oh. So if you're someone that sends out contracts, this will
Yes.
allow you to create a contract template. You can use that template. It'll send out to all parties involved, yourself included. Get that signature and then distribute it for everybody.
Now, will that also collect the money as part of the contract? Because you and I have been discussing, I want to get rid of Honeybooks, which is a money
Yes, and you
collection.
can do there's a few different ways you can do payments. You can do it where there's a payment link that goes after they sign it, or you can do it where an invoice gets triggered. So the automations allow us to really customize anything that we want. So if they go in and they sign the contract, it can automatically generate an invoice and send that out. In addition, so with the invoices, you also have the option to do like if you're out in the world, I can take payments right from my phone because there's an app that goes with this.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm there, like I can literally have my phone tap a card to it with the that has the chip that you can tap, and I accept payment everywhere I am. Some people are like, oh, I couldn't figure it out online. Great, give me your card. We're going to pay right now. you know.
Exactly. And you guys, for authors, that is a great feature because remember the magazine theme this year was ditch the 55%. So if
Mhm.
you're out as a speaker or out in an event and you have books with you, you can literally sign the book, take the payment right then and there. And remember that when it doesn't go through a distributor, you get that 55% back in your pocket. So that is a really excellent feature as well on there. So
And
go
oh
ahead.
wait, there's more. So I've also
Okay.
noticed that they've added a QR code so that you can now generate your own QR codes, and that could be for a payment link. So let's say you are at an event with a bunch of books. If you didn't want to take it on the phone, you could have a QR code there that they can scan and pay right there.
Yes, so you can put it on flyers. You can put it
Yep.
when you're speaking, you put it right on the screen. I don't know how many times I've done a QR code from the
Yep.
audience to get a download or something like
Hmm.
that. So that is an amazing feature.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about working with you because I found working with you has been pretty incredible. If I ask
Awesome.
questions, you will make me a little video. I'm actually
Mhm.
collecting a library for my staff. And
Oh,
I would
nice.
say half of that library is you, your video.
That's funny. I do love to help people understand the technology a bit more. I'm one of those people that was blessed with when I was before I like single digits, I was able to utilize computers and technology and be able to just jump right in and figure it out somehow. So it comes very natural to me. So what I've heard, and I this is something I do strive to do, is I try to make it easy for people. And I've heard that I make it very easy and I'm patient and that I will take the time to explain it because I do want you to know what you're doing. I
Mhm.
want you to be able to help yourself. I'm not just like, nope, you got to come to me every time, pay me to do every change. That's
Right.
not me.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all here so we can succeed, and I want you to succeed as well.
Can I tell you guys how much I love that? Because I am more creative than I am techie. And
Mm.
I'm sure I'm like most of you out there. I get frustrated. Like I don't know how many times I've thrown the pen down the staircase over there. Like I can't do this. So having someone there to help, and that's always the frustration with so many of these other all-in-one programs is either the documentation's poor and you can't figure out from the instructions how to do it. I find that a lot. Like they'll change their screens, but they won't change their documentation.
Oh yeah, Facebook
That
is
has
famous for that.
yeah, it has a big
Um,
lag time. So that's where having your support is so easy to do. So if people want to explore
mhm.
high level, how do they book a call with you? To where do they go on your high level to book a call?
If they go to RebeccaBertoldi.com, they will find a button right there to book a strategy session, and I can show you inside of the platform and let you see around in there. And there's so many things that it offers. So I can tell you that in one 30-minute session, you're not going to see like everything in a lot of detail, but you'll get a great sense of what's there. But anytime I am signing somebody up on there, I do want to offer training and I put together a package to get them started, get the platform set up. And then we have multiple training sessions because some of the features you're going to use right now, and you're going to want to know how to use those right away. And then other features you want down the line. So you get to determine what your training looks like. And I don't want to necessarily go through A to Z because you're not going to use it all at once. And if you don't use it, you're going to lose it in your head. So you get to figure out what kind of training you want, what do you want to learn in each session, and I put it together for you.
That is amazing. So you guys, I'm going to give you a perfect example of something that I set up with minimal help this week. I use Issue for the magazine. Issue is about $70 a month. ISSUU. I literally took their page and created a landing page, which will have its own URL every month to deliver the magazine now. And now you not only get the flip book, but you get the last four issues as well in a flip book to be able to go back and look at past issues. That is one of those things that saved me, literally saved me that much money per month from the system I was using. And once I got that template, and that's where I had the person from Fiverr come in and juice it up because I didn't want to bug you on the weekend. Now I've got that template. I just copy, replace the links every month. $70. I
Yeah.
mean, that's $70 a month I don't have to pay now that I can spend on other things. Unless you're tight, and then it's just money you've saved. But me, I have to go back out and spend it someplace because I don't know why.
And then
um,
with the flip books, so another thing that, I am always listening for out in the world is I have over 100 lifetime deals that I've purchased.
mhm.
So when I find cool tools that help me do my job better, help me save on those monthly fees, I share them with everybody.
Yes.
So the Flipbooks one, I was glad you found it because I didn't even realize that was still being offered. But the Flipbooks one, I got it because I do a lot of stuff like that, and I make catalogs for promotional products that I sell, and yeah, so it was a really great solution, and I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, I was excited about that. Now I'm having a few problems because I want to change the background color and I bought a new color, but some reason it's not coming in. So I'm going back and forth. But that is a lifetime product I have now for it was $100 with that extra color thing. Um, Life. And again, I was paying $70 a month to do it over on the other side. So that is one of the benefits. So when you're talking to her, bring up, I need X, Y, and Z because she has a
Mhm.
lot of great ideas. I share with my clients, I always get the deposit photo, buy 100 for $80. I share those with them all the time too. So, so
123
Rebecca,
RF comes around in there too, and that's a good one too.
oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I used to use that back when I first started. I don't think deposit photo and photo bucket and all those were around back then.
No, not
So
back
what,
then.
once again, if we want to make an appointment with you, where do we go?
Yeah, go to RebeccaBertoldi.com and you'll see it's right there. It's a button to book a strategy session. We can brainstorm together, whatever you want. Just let me know if you want to see the platform. I'm happy to show it to you. And yeah, I mean, it does. I think if I can add one more thing that it does that we forgot to mention,
Mhm.
it allows you to have an affiliate program.
Yes, I
That's
forgot
a
about
big
that.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a
So,
big
I
one.
mean, I was paying an extra $80 a month when I didn't have that in ClickFunnels, and that was the most inexpensive one I found.
Wow. And they're
So,
hard to find because they all work differently, it seems like.
right,
Yeah, a
right.
little bit differently. And you guys, I'm so excited to have her as a part of the magazine this year because when you look at the inside of hers and see the funnels she's created and how creative she is at this, you'll really, really be impressed. So, Rebecca, thank you so much.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. Have a great day, everyone.